Welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say. And I'm going to call this episode, Speak What You Seek. Now, you know, for a good while now, y'all been listening in. I'm in the middle of a contract. I'm looking for work. And is the work looking for me? I don't know. But I've been very active on TikTok. And I've been sharing my woes over on TikTok, right? If you go back a few episodes, I've talked about that and what that looks like. And I was on live one night and I was talking about what I want in a job. And the tongue is such a powerful thing. So I've always known that I have the gift of gab. I literally can speak the things that I want and they do come to pass. That it works for me. But when I'm talking about what's going on with me currently in the job market as an overqualified black woman, overachieving, highly qualified black woman, I'm finding that I'm not finding work and work ain't finding me. And as somebody who is very diligent about doing the work and getting the job, I said this on live. I said, I believe the only way that I'm going to get a job is that there are going to be people who mention my name in a space and they know that I can solve the problem and get the job done. I probably said that, I want to say on a Friday or a Saturday. Monday, I get a message and the message is like, hey, are you available for a Teams meeting this week? And it's somebody who's credible, so I know it's not a BS Teams meeting. So I was just like, sure. I gave them a date. They said, I have dropped a golden nugget on your name. All right, cool. So the meeting was scheduled later in the week. Matter of fact, the meeting was yesterday. It was Thursday. Tuesday, I get a text from someone else who said, hey, a colleague of mine, if you will, a friend, said, hey, I was in a meeting with my department and they're expanding and I mentioned your name. Here's the link, apply. Let me tell you something. You could go to sleep today. And I don't know who this is for, but y'all know how I get down here on Black Girl Say Something. When I'm saying something, I'm glad that y'all are listening, but I'm even more glad that future me is going to listen back and be like, girl, we did it. Okay? You could go to sleep today with zero in your account. Maybe it's a negative. Thank God I ain't been in that space in a long time. Since I've been in the middle of a divorce, a negative ain't hit my bank account in a long time. It might be a little zero every now and then, but a negative ain't hit my account in a long time. And to the supporter that cashed at me $200 and was like, because you a single mom with them kids, you don't know. You just helped me fund my daughter's birthday party. And of course, I'm doing a birthday on a budget, but these kids don't know what's happening behind the scenes because to them, their mom's a business owner. I've been a business owner since 2017 and they just had a successful pop-up shop and they know that I'm getting dressed every morning. You know, I have to create content. I have to not just create content for what I'm doing on the Black Girl Say Something TikTok, but I have to create content for my business, Top Notch Eyewear, which this episode is sponsored by Top Notch Eyewear, where you will see the difference because the difference is seeing top notch. If you are in need of new eyeglasses, remember, Top Notch Eyewear can help you with that. We are mobile and virtual. Visit topnotcheyes.com for more information. On that note, I want to say my children see me get up every day. I get dressed. I take them to school. I do what I got to do. I cook the dinners. I pick them up from school and we do it all over again. And it reaps not $1, but I know that it will reap $1 one day. And at the end of the day, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And honestly, I said that it funded my daughter's birthday party, but it didn't. What it did allow me to do was to pay into some other bills because I had to pay my portion of the phone bill. I have a business plan and I have a number of people on the line. And yes, they send me their money for their bill. But guess what? I'm the owner of the line. I don't have the money for my bill. So that was used for that, which allowed me to pull from something else to do her birthday in a little bit. But yeah, Pisces season, you know, that's my girl. So with that being said, it's like, yeah, you can go to sleep today with zero in your account and wake up with a contract signed tomorrow. And I was able to do some negotiating. I won't get into the details of that because I know that it will work out for me. I know that at the end of the day, I'll have to do a subscriber only episode because let's just say after all this time, we finally got an answer to my counter petition on this divorce. And it's interesting because, you want equitable distribution, which I'll just tell y'all, equitable distribution of the assets, but not of the liabilities. Oh, baby, we're going to split these liabilities down the middle. You can't have one and not the other. But also, no, the child support is crazy. I don't know. This is the difference between being a rational person who was with an irrational person. Because had the shoe been on the other foot, and somebody said on TikTok one time ago was, the potential you see in others don't exist. It's just what you would do if you were in their shoes. Let that sink in. And that kind of stayed with me. And I was just like, wow, that is very true. Every time I thought about the people who I saw potential in who never lived up to it, they didn't have it. It was me projecting what I would do in that situation, in that scenario, in that moment. I'll say all of that to say this. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. And I will never stop speaking that. I have my goals bingo card, and I was able to cross off a couple of things. Of course, divorce is not one of them, but I wrote it on there a couple of times because I'm speaking what I seek until I see what I said, right? And I am grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the people who are mentioning my names in rooms, because it is said that he prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And there are some people who are my enemies. They're going to just have to see me do great. They're going to have to see me do well, because again, it's not, is she still making this? How is she still making it? I'm plotting for her downfall, and you can't plot against the downfall. I'm a good tree that bear good fruit. My daughter is thriving. My son is thriving. They are doing amazing. I am doing well. And I don't say they're doing well because they're my kids. I say they're doing well because they have me as a mom. And I say that from my womb, okay? From my womb, I knew they was going to be great because they have me as a mom. And so if something was said that inspired you, share this episode with at least one person. Remember, you can tune into Black Girls Say Something every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube. We hit over 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Woo! And we are at like 32,000 followers on TikTok. That's like crazy. Y'all just don't know. Anywho, I am grateful. There's some links in the description of this episode. Make sure you interact with them. Share this episode with at least one person, because remember, this Black girl has something to say. Thank you for listening.